So first of all guys, my take profit hit is hit. I took trade at 1.15568 and then my take profit was hit here and here. You can see that. So let's break down the trade. So first of all, 4 hour IRL to this ERL here was my target, not even this first. So 4 hour IRL, this internal range liquidity to this external range liquidity was my higher time frame bias, and 2 hour was also aligning where price has a fair value gap here from this internal range to this external range, and on the 1 hour is the same. 1 hour IRL to this ERL was my target, you can see that here. And then on the 5-minute chart, first of all my bias was higher time frame context was 4 hour IRL to ERL, 2 hour also running, 2 hour IRL to this ERL, and 1 hour IRL to this ERL was my target. As you can see that I sold it here and then I bought it here, that is I sold it here and then my take profit was hit here. And then on the higher time frame context, 4 hour IRL to ERL, 2 hour IRL to ERL, 1 hour IRL to ERL, and then on the 5-minute chart we can see a 5-minute fair value gap here. We can see a 5-minute fair value gap, right, where price disrespects this fair value gap and makes a liquidity sweep here, buy side liquidity sweep. So if the higher time frame bias, that is 4 hour IRL to this ERL, is bearish and price makes a buy side liquidity sweep here, where would the price move? If price higher time frame bias, it is 4 hour IRL to this ERL here is my higher time frame bias, and then on the 5-minute, if price has swept the buy side liquidity here, we can see that price made IRL. Just a second. So if higher time frame bias context is 4 hour IRL to ERL, that is 4 hour bearish fair value gap to sell side liquidity, that is bearish bias. And if 5-minute makes a buy side liquidity sweep here, where would the price move? It will definitely move to the sell side liquidity, right? This sell side liquidity here, and we can see the same fair value gap. If I put a vertical yellow strip on this fair value gap, we can see that the same fair value gap was respected on GBP, where price made a lower low here. Price respects this bearish fair value gap, whereas price disrespects this bearish fair value gap here and makes a buy side liquidity sweep. So SMT confirms reversal. So price is swept the buy side liquidity and higher time frame bias is bearish, that is 4 hour IRL to sell side liquidity, 4 hour bearish fair value gap to sell side liquidity. Where would the price move to? Definitely move to sell side liquidity, right? So I sold it here exactly, and then my take profit was hit here. You can see that, guys, this was a small trade, 1 hour 4 hour IRL to ERL with 2 hour time frame aligning and 1 hour time frame aligning. Price made a buy side liquidity sweep by disrespecting this fair value gap, whereas price respected the same fair value gap here and made a lower low. So if price respects this bearish fair value gap, where would the price move? It will definitely move to this sell side liquidity. That's exactly what happened. 4 hour IRL to ERL, 2 hour IRL to ERL, 1 hour IRL to ERL, and then 5-minute SMT, where euro sweeps the buy side liquidity by disrespecting the bearish fair value gap, whereas the same bearish fair value gap was respected on GBP and price made a lower low here. Price did not sweep the buy side liquidity here. So if buy side liquidity is swept, so SMT confirms reversal. Price made a higher high here and price made a lower low. This is the SMT, and I sold it here 1.5568, and my take profit was hit here guys. This was my drawn liquidity. This here, on this candle we can see that 5430 was my target drawn liquidity, and then price hits my drawn liquidity. So finally my take profit is hit. Finally my model, first of all IRL to ERL simple model, and then 2 hour also IRL to ERL, 1 hour also IRL to this ERL, with 5-minute SMT, where euro makes a higher high here, and then GBP makes a lower low. So this SMT confirms reversal. We can see the price respecting this fair value gap here. Price perfectly respecting this fair value gap here, whereas price disrespects this fair value gap and makes a buy side liquidity sweep. So price would move to sell side, and price respects this bearish fair value gap, so price would move to sell side. So that's what happened here guys. My take profit is finally hit. 4 hour IRL to this, you can see the 4 hour fair value gap here, right? 4 hour this fair value gap here. Just a second, I'm checking the visibility. So 4 hour IRL was tapped, so price will definitely move to this internal liquidity to external range liquidity, and 2 hour time frame also known. As you can see that here 2 hour IRL has entered the IRL to this ERL was my target, and then 1 hour also is the same, from this IRL to this external liquidity, and then on 5-minute price makes a buy side liquidity sweep here by disrespecting this bearish fair value gap, whereas same bearish fair value gap was respected on GBP. So this is continuation model on GBP, whereas this is reversal model. Price from buy side liquidity to this sell side liquidity here. That's what happened. So I sold it here, and then my take profit was hit here. So thank you guys. 4 hour IRL to ERL with 5-minute SMT, where euro makes a higher high, buy side liquidity sweep, GBP makes a lower low respecting bearish fair value gap here. Price will move to sell side liquidity. That's what happened here guys. So thank you. This was the trade. 4 hour IRL to ERL with 5-minute SMT. Thank you guys.